Hey guys, it's Mikhail Lewis again, back with another video, and yeah, let's get right into it. So are you one of those guys or girls who are stuck at home due to the pandemic and have no access to the gym? Well, today must be a lucky day because I'm here to tell you with proof that you can maintain the physique you built in the gym with little to no equipment. Even in some cases, you could build muscle mass. But before I get into things, I would really appreciate if you could leave a like and subscribe if you already haven't. So before I get into the training portion of the video, I'd just like to talk about how important nutrition is during these times. So if you aren't able to train with the same level of intensity at home, as well as the same amount of weight you usually do carry in the gym, then now would not be a good time to cut weight, because due to a reduced stimulus as well as being in a caloric deficit, it's most probably going to lead to like a reduction in muscle mass. So guys, just don't cut weight. That's not a good idea. In order to put your body in a favorable position to keep the muscle mass you built in the gym, you need to make sure your energy balance are at the same. So whatever your caloric intake was before the gym's closed, you need to make sure your calories are around the same now. Whether that was 3,000 calories or 2,800 calories, you need to make sure you're hitting this. I would even say being in a small caloric surplus would be even better and more favorable for your body in order for it to keep its muscle mass. And guys, at minimum, make sure your protein intake is at 0.8 grams per pound of body weight. So now we're on to the more juicy part. Can you maintain that physique you built in the gym? Well, guys, I think that all depends on your training age and whether you're a younger adult or older adult. So I did a lot of research for this to prove that my argument is right, but I came across this particular study and I really liked it. So this study was conducted in 2011 where they trained 70 subjects and they recorded numerous variables of interest throughout the entire study. Throughout the entire study, each workout the subjects did always involved 3 sets of 3 on the knee extension, leg press, and squats in the 8 to 12 rep range. So at one point in the study, the 70 subjects were actually split into 3 groups for 8 months. The first group did no exercise at all for the whole 8 months. The second group started training once per week instead of 3 times per week. And the third group reduced the amount of times they trained per week. And instead of doing 3 sets of 3, they went down to 1 set per exercise. So you know what happened after those 8 months? The group that stopped exercising totally lost the most of their muscle mass. And to be honest, I'm not surprised there. But the other 2 groups kept most of their muscle mass. This study also showed that older adults need a higher load than younger adults to preserve their muscle mass. In fact, in some cases, the younger adults were able to build more muscle mass from doing 1/3 of the volume they usually do, and individuals who are more new to the gym were able to build muscle mass from 1/3 of the volume that they usually do, which makes sense because when you're new, you react to any stimulus. So I'm not surprised there, to be honest. Okay, Mikhail, that's really cool, but how does that relate to training at home? Well guys, whatever your weekly training volume was at the gym, you could do 1/3 of that volume at home, training at home, and you should be able to maintain your physique as long as you are training close to failure and very hard. Okay, but that's pretty cool too, but I just don't know how to train hard at home like this. I have no equipment. Well, I'm here to help you with that too. So there's actually 3 different ways we could put our muscles under tension. There's the eccentric portion, then there's the isometric portion, then there's the concentric portion. So I'm gonna focus on the concentric first since it's what everyone mostly focuses on in the gym. So the concentric portion of the movement is when the tension in the muscle fibers increases and it causes the muscle fibers to shorten and contract. An example on a push-up, it would be on the ascending portion. On a squat, it would also be on the ascending portion. And on a bicep curl, it's just bringing the weight up from the hips to the shoulders. So next up is the eccentric. The eccentric portion involves the lengthening of the muscles. So by performing body weight exercises or even exercises with weights, by simply slowing down your reps would make it more challenging because you place more demand on your muscles and your central nervous system. So again, this is how the eccentric portion will look on a push-up, on a squat, and on a bicep curl. Last but not least is the isometric. The isometric portion of an exercise is when you are holding completely still at an angle where there is no lengthening or shortening of the muscles. Not all exercises include isometric portions, but most do. So on a squat, it would be at the bottom of the movement, holding at the bottom of a push-up. So even by pausing your reps, it forces you to engage your muscles more, hence more challenging. Okay, so now that's out of the way. I want all of you for your next workouts to incorporate pausing your reps or even slowing down your reps on the eccentric portion. And you're going to see how much more challenging your workouts will become. So I don't want to hear, oh, my workouts at home aren't hard enough, I missed the gym, I'm going to lose my muscle mass. No. Just try this and you're going to see how much more challenging your workouts are going to be. Okay guys, that's it for today. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to drop a like and peace. Alright, so now that's out of the way. I want all of you to go try. Okay, Okay, so now that's out of the way. I want all of you to try slowing down your reps or even pausing your reps, and you're going to see how much